Hi, and welcome to my presentation. My name is Ethan Loveday, and this is Psychology and Graphic Design, close Bedfellows. I hope to show those of you who may not have been interested in the subject before why it is important. To do this, I have three objectives. I will first make sure you all have a basic grasp on the topic, and then explain the psychology behind each of them. I will then finally explain how it may be useful to you in your everyday life. The basics of design are color theory, form, and layout. First, color theory. Color theory is how designers choose what colors should go together to make a design. For example, if one were looking for a harmonious design, they may choose shades from yellow to green or yellow to orange, but not yellow and violet to blue. The psychology of color theory relies on the human ability to see color, such as humans being unable to perceive opposing colors simultaneously. For example, red and green, and blue and yellow cannot be simultaneously seen. As such, putting together a red and green next to one another in a design is often a bad idea, as the viewer will see the two as if they were conflicting with one another, possibly causing eye strain, as one may be able to see. Color theory, as I also stated, relies on ideas of classical conditioning. For classical conditioning, think back to what is called Pavlov's dog, where one is trained to react to something such as a bell with the feeling of hunger by associating the ringing of a bell with being fed. Does this by calling on the preconditioned responses humans have to colors. For example, how we associate the color green with grass and other plants, and thereby nature, and things that are natural or healthy. Or the color blue with water, and thereby a feeling of calm and peace. Forms are the shapes within a design and can be broken down into two categories, organic and geometric. The psychology of form also relies on classical conditioning. To expand upon that, take for example the three basic geometric shapes used in a design: a triangle, a circle, and a square. Each have their own learned associations and responses. The triangle evokes aggression or excitement, with each of its sides being a sharp pointed angle. The circle is more inviting. Having no edges to speak of, being round on all sides, it evokes a feeling of comfort as it reminds one of safety, and the square evokes sturdiness and strength. Layout can be quantified as where the title is compared to the rest of the text, or where one object in the design is compared to another. The psychology of layout relies heavily on the ideas of gestalt, both from its basic definition as well as its psychological definition. Gestalt states that the whole is separate than the sum of its parts. A layout is not a series of shapes and some words, it is a design. Layout relies on figure ground and the Gestalt laws of proximity, similarity, connectedness, closure, and continuity to make the viewer see what the designer desires them to out of the forms they feature in the design. These laws defining the ways in which the mind interprets different objects as being connected as a whole, such as seeing a group of objects in a circle as a circle and not a separate group of objects, or seeing similar objects as a part of a whole. Why this is important. This information can help change how you perceive the world. It helps you understand every ad, sign, and even magazine around you. This allows you to both better understand the purpose of the designs you see, as well as help you see them in a new light. This also allows you to use the techniques yourself, to possibly plan your outfit to subtly give you a more reliable appearance for a job interview, wearing something that has maybe very straight lines or a more square appearance, but without seeming too boxy and unappealing. And even using color to help this, maybe wearing a blue to rely calmness, or maybe green to combine the tranquility of nature with sort of maybe the sturdiness of a tree. And finally, thank you for coming to my presentation.